Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of My Anime Journal. I am your host, Zombie Pegasus, and today we will be talking about MTV Ident Horny. And this is an anime. It's one of these weird dementia shorts, and it shows objects morphing into body parts and stuff. It's very weird. I wouldn't recommend, honestly. Anyone. It's only 15 seconds, so I mean, if you're just looking for something to stick on your list and have it one bigger, then go ahead. If you don't like that, then yeah, please avoid it. And the next anime I watched is a bit more interesting. It's also short, but this is called Yuki no Taiyou Pilot. The pilot is remembered really for one notable reason. It is Miyazaki's first time as a solo director. That's the important part. That it's Hayao Miyazaki's first time actually directing an anime. That he is the only person doing it. It's entirely his direction. It says he teamed up with Takahata for the later episodes of the Lupin Free series, but Yuki-san marks the first time he was solely in the captain's seat. And then this is based on a shoujo manga from 1963. Yeah, but the actual anime itself, it's not super important. Here's the manga it's based on, 4 volumes into only a 4-minute clip. Oh, is it a particularly good 4-minute clip? Oh, that's a good question. It's from 1972. This is put as being Studio Ghibli, but it's not actually Studio Ghibli who made it. It's just Hayao Miyazaki's work. And this is the guy who originally created it, and he also originally created Ashita no Joe and Megalobox. Well, that makes sense. Ooh, crap, he's old. Wow. And it sounds like, oh yeah, he's 78 or 79. It's a decent age. And he's still working. Like he still originally created Megalobox. Like that's pretty impressive. And so yeah, in terms of this actual story, what is it about? Yeah, it's about a 10-year-old girl in an orphanage or whatever, and just on a farm riding horses or whatever. It's not entirely important what this actually the story of. It's just the fact that this is from 1972, and this is Hayao Miyazaki's first time directing. And you can also look at here, 1941. And you could subtract those ones, 72 minus 41 to get 31. Like, he was only 31 years old when he directed this. Like, that's kind of cool. This is his first time directing an anime as only himself. So yeah, if you want to watch it for that, go ahead. If you're only one to actually watching good anime, then obviously you don't have to watch it. But just in terms of that one little fact, it's neat to watch. Next anime I watched is Bloody Night, and Bloody Night it's not a good anime. Why would you expect it to be? I believe this is actually, again, first time directing. So this guy, he is famous for Shitcom and for Chainsaw Maid. And this thing, Nendo, it's just known for directing bad stuff. Anyway, that's the important stuff. He makes these really poorly animated claymations puts them on YouTube. The first ones didn't even have any sound. Yeah, he's become infamous. Like, he even has over 100,000 subscribers. Even though they're clearly bad, but people just kind of know them. And especially just the fact that they're on my anime list. And it's like, why are they? But they are. and you can look at which ones are actually the most popular here. Chainsaw Maid is the most watched, but and so now we have Chainsaw Bunny, which I did see this year as well, and I will be talking about that later. But this is his first one, Bloody Night, from 12 years ago. That's a long time. Especially in terms of YouTube. Like, cause YouTube started out in 2005, and so this is 2006 that he, like, April 4th, 2006 that he published us on. This is a really long time ago in terms of YouTube's whole history. It's like one of the first YouTube channels, really, and he's still around. He's still making stuff. Like he uploaded Chainsaw Maid this year. He still is active. Like, that's 4 months ago, 10 months ago. That one's 2 years ago, but he is active. And so yeah, it's interesting, seeing where this guy originated. Obviously, even Chainsaw Maid, his most recent one, it's not a good anime, but these are kind of just fun to watch and fun to see his weird little style. I don't know if he's making money from it. Probably has a real job, but it's just kind of fun to see. And if you enjoy these kind of dumb claymation shorts, it can be fun to watch. And the next anime here is a bit more significant. It is called Macross Delta. And so this is part of the Macross franchise, and it's actually the one that ties them all together. Once they actually show, they show different snippets from the different ones, and they kind of recognize that they are all a single universe. Like, they have them giving mentions out to the different protagonists from the different Macross series. It says it takes place 8 years after the events of Macross F. And so the main characters, these are called Windermeres. And so they're kind of like humans, but they don't live as long. I think they live like 7 years or something. They're really short. So that means that this character, even though she kind of looks like a teenager, she's actually like very not legal at all. But she's really pretty, and so yeah, don't lewd them. But yeah, I mean, she's quite pretty looking. She has like different hair colors and stuff, and also the songs in this anime are so good. There's some songs that it's fantastic. The actual story itself, there's just them being mecha idol magical girls, but yeah, I can't remember specifically. They also kind of just mentioned about the fact that it's they don't want to die too soon without accomplishing what they want to. But yeah, and so yeah, so a prequel to this is Macross F, and then that also combines them all into one big long series. And yeah, if you like watching anime for the visuals, especially if you like watching, say, like idol anime, then this could be a fun anime. Is it good as an idol anime? Well, it's better than something like, I don't know, like Cinderella Girls or freaking what was it? Wake Up Girls, and also was that other one, Loco Doll. There's some really trashy idol anime out there. This one was not that trashy. It was decent, and so it wasn't like as good as Love Live in my opinion, but I mean, it's a good series, and so yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff. Now, if it's a mecha that you're into, if you're looking for a good mecha anime, would I recommend this to you? No, I wouldn't really. It's not really about the mechas. It's more about the girls. And girls aren't usually what you're looking for when you're watching a mecha anime. So, now obviously sometimes you might be. Like if you're watching Evangelion, maybe it's Asuka and Rei that's who you're watching it for. Probably shouldn't be just watching it for them because Shinji is a better character, but you could be. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. And if that's all you watch mecha anime for, then sure, go ahead. But for most mecha watchers, I would say this isn't necessarily going to be the best recommendation. But if you like just cute girls and them singing and maybe singing inside of giant flying robots, then this could be an anime for you. Yeah, and it does have some of the best music I've heard from Idol Anime, so I would recommend it for that. And the next anime I watched is called Puyo Puyo Kansatsu Nikki. And this is quite similar to Cheese Sweet Home, but it's a lot shorter. As you see, it's only 52 episodes, which it sounds like a lot. It sounds like, this is 52 episodes. That's like a whole year of anime. That's way too much. But if you look down closely over here, it's 3 minutes per episode, which is the exact same length as Cheese Sweet Home. And Cheese Sweet Home is 208 episodes, so it's a fair bit longer. In fact, Cheese Sweet Home even had 2 bonus series. They have the free CGI one now. I don't know why, but they just made this one, and so it's not also 50 episodes, but these ones are 12 minutes each. And then they made a second season of that, another 25 episodes that are 12 minutes each. So I mean, it's a lot of anime there, if that's what you're wanting. And so, but in terms of this series, is it any better than Cheese Sweet Home? No. It has a pretty high score, but then Cheese Sweet Home does as well. In fact, Cheese Sweet Home is a bit higher, and from the scores I've given them, it seems like I liked Cheese Sweet Home more as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's cute, has some nice things in it. It kind of looks like a melon pan, like just a little bit, but yeah, is it a good anime? Maybe if you're looking for just like cute cats, if you like cute cat videos, this could be an anime for you. If you're more into anime with a plot, then yeah, not good news for this anime. And after that, I watched Haikyuu. And Haikyuu it's an anime about volleyball and guys playing it and each other. And yeah. Well, actually, it's not like Yaoi is canon. It's just that's what everyone assumes. Where it's like, dude, this guy and this guy, I mean, they're like rivals and stuff. But dude, imagine if they were like in bed together. Oh wow, wouldn't that just be like so romantic? Wow. Yeah, no, we never see them in bed together. Thankfully, in my opinion, I mean, it's. I respect anyone who likes shipping them together, but it really doesn't need to be canon. And so yeah, I actually watched this with my cousin, or at least part of it. I think like the first 5 episodes, and then the rest I just kind of had to watch on my own since he kind of sped up in front of me. And in terms of the whole story and stuff, it's not bad. I liked it. So he is a guy, and he likes playing volleyball, but if you know anything about volleyball, a lot of places do not have a male volleyball team, which is, unfortunate. It's just how things work. I know, I remember in my high school, some of the guys said, like, there should just be a male volleyball team for people to just, goof around in, just because they know that guys aren't going to take it as seriously as girls, but there's no reason that there shouldn't be one. Like, sure, there aren't going to be official tournaments for guys volleyball, but it would just be fun to have a guys volleyball team and be able to play against other guys. Never happened. It was just kind of a thought. And when my dad was a kid, they also had a guys volleyball team, and they even made I think it was like him and his friends had this thing where they would all just be like, go dress up in character and be like, the worst volleyball players you could imagine. It's like, guys, you're not even trying. You're like trying to be bad. But they had a blast. And that's usually how people treat guys volleyball. That it's not something to be taken seriously. But here they take it very seriously, and even more seriously than some girls take it. And so he is, in his elementary school, he was either given the option to train on the girls' volleyball team or just alone. Just lonely, boring, him just hitting a ball against a wall, which isn't going to really increase your skills very well. But he felt too embarrassed to join the girls' volleyball team. It's like, no, that's for girls. Well, I'm not going to join the girls' volleyball team just because there isn't a guys' volleyball team. And so, yeah, he just hit a ball against a wall and called that practice. And also, he's extremely short. Well, no, it's not like super short. 163 centimeters. That's really not very high though. And defeat. 5'4". So it's around like somewhere around the average height of girls, actually, especially in Japan. That's just how tall girls tend to be. But in terms of guys, guys in Japan are on average, I think it's something like 175 centimeters or something. You would think that, as an Asian country, that all guys in Japan are super short. But, I think it is 175 centimeters. Like, it's really not that short. Average height for Japanese male, under 40. Oh yeah, see, it shows it as being like 172 here, but again, that's for male aged 17. So 17-year-old males tend to be around 171 centimeters. But yeah, it's not that short. And so him being 163, it is kind of short. And that causes a lot of problems because he wants to be one of the guys who jumps up and blocks the ball. And when you're trying to do that as someone who is actually below average, you kind of need to be above average to really do that properly. And he's well below average, so it's really not going to be very good at this. And whereas he is a lot above average, 182 centimeters, full 20 centimeters taller than the other guy. And he prefers he's the guy who sets the ball, the guy who actually knocks it first. and but they're rivals. They'd rather play against each other, but they work really well on a team, and that's the fact that they work so well together is exactly the reason why people ship them together and want them to be each other's boyfriends. And so yeah, everything about the anime, it does work really well. I liked it. If you liked that kind of stuff, like sports anime and whatever, and relationships and maybe yaoi, that would be a good anime. And then the next anime I watched is Love Live Sunshine Season 2, and look at how pretty they all are. It's a lot better than the first season. That's an important part, because the first season is like, huh. So Love Live, there's a third season of it, but now they look a little different. And they have a different uniform on. No, it's they. So in the first season of Sunshine, it just feels like, man, this is just such a rehash. Everyone is so similar. Chika, that's clearly Hanako. That, like, you can't tell me that's not Hanako. That she just has a bit different of hair, and now she has a gray skirt on, and she's a little younger than she used to be. But no, they developed them so much better. And so in the second season, they properly gave, they improved their personalities a bit, distinguished them more from the main cast of the first one, and just in general, it's a lot better, and it doesn't really feel like it's just the same plot again, because I know in the first one it's like, oh wow, they're making a new idol group to save their school again. I haven't seen this before. Oh right, in the original Love Live, as well as in Girls and Bands, they had that same story. Huh? Wow, what a coincidence that you would have the same story in two anime with the same name. But yeah, they definitely went out of their way to really make this feel like a different anime, a separate anime from Love Live, and I really appreciate that. Also, Ruby is still adorable. Hanamaru is also adorable. I love the way she does stuff. Also, she definitely. She likes to be more clothed than the other girls. So she wears tights under her skirt. But also it's like, when they're out in the snow and everyone else is like, oh, pants? Oh, I've never heard of those things. I'm just going to wear my skirt and then have small socks on and then complain about the cold. But then she's like, she has a huge bundle of layers on top. And then she's wearing jeans underneath. And it's like... I'm still cold. Everyone else is cold because they're wearing barely anything, and she has a ton of clothing on, and she's just as cold. But anyway, yeah, it's a great anime. If you're into idols again, it's not as good as as Macross Delta. It's or like Love. What was it? iCuts. iCuts is amazing music. But this isn't as good of music. It's kind of just generic idol trash. But in terms of the girls, they have nice personalities. The story is interesting. The art style is amazing. Also, this girl has some funny quotes. You've heard it's joke, right? It's joke. Anyway, yeah, if you want to see where the memes came from, but also if you just wanna watch an anime about these pretty girls who become idols and save their school, then it's a good anime to watch. And after that, I watched Love Bites, and yeah, it really does. It's by this guy again. Same guy showed that did that other trash. The what was it? These things like Dead Girl and Chainsaw Bunny and whatever. All those trashes. This is the same guy, and so he usually uses claymation. This one is CGI. It's the same kind of thing that Surreal Entertainment is using. It's like, I don't know, Source Filmmaker or some crap like that. And so, it's that same kind of weird thing where it's like you have characters and they can no clip through buildings and stuff, and none of their faces really look proper. It's really bad. And it's not like Surreal Entertainments where it's intended to be bad, where it's just hilarious because it's so bad, and it's just meme of the week kind of thing. This is really, it's you can tell that he was actually making an effort. Oh, this is MMD, Miku Miku Dance. It's really terrible. And then after that we have this anime, Good Is Haikyuu, and this is also by the same guy, and it's the main character is named Girl, and her description is a mysterious schoolgirl. Really inventive there. Inside a certain building, a girl appears. She is shy, reaching behind her back. Also, why are these ones so short? It's Miku Miku Dance. It's not like it's that difficult to make like a 5-minute video or something. But yeah, maybe he just doesn't know how to write that long of a story anymore. Anyway, it's really bad. It's some of the worst trashy animation I've seen. And finally, to sum up this whole video, we have Major Second CM, and this is just commercial for Major Second, which is different from the second season of Major. We can actually see this Major Second. It's a new manga because there's Major, and Major is a manga, and Major is a quite long manga. You see, this is 78 volumes. That's pretty long. It's longer than like Naruto and Bleach. Right now there's a sequel called Major Second, and just started publishing in 2015. And you might know that Major itself there's Major Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, and Season 6. Then World Series and Message. I don't know what Message is. Oh, it's an OVA. And so, but Second, it's gonna be confusing when that gets adapted into a proper anime, and it's like Major Second Season 2. And it's like, wait a minute, I thought we had a Major Second. But yeah, no, it's a second manga, and so it's getting adapted, I don't know, sometime soon. And this is just a short commercial for it, only 40 seconds. And did it sell me? Well, I don't read Major anyway, so no, it didn't really. But it didn't really sell Major to me either. It was kind of too short, and it didn't seem all that entertaining. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope to see you again next time, and goodbye.